What's up, interwebs?
Hi.
This is Millerhood Sports.
Millerhood Sports.
Today's not a good day.
It's a great day.
I agree with Richard.
This is Richard.
I'm Richard.
This is Michael.
And he's Michael.
I'm Mike.
Mike.
And
I'm Rich.
This is also Mike.
And I am melancholy.
His name is Nick.
It's Nick.
He can't even spell melancholy.
It's true, I can't. Can you?
Well,
What's wrong, Nick? Why are you melancholy? What's the problem? This is Millerhood Sports. It's our sports podcast where we talk about, you guessed it, sports. Nick,
I have an assumption.
what's your assumption?
Does it have something to do with what's on your hat?
My hat? You think Nick's upset because of what's on my hat? This
I think it might have
beautiful
something to do
Miami
with-
Dolphins hat? Whatever could that mean? Why would anybody be upset about my Miami Dolphins?
I think it's to do with that hat and the hat he's wearing.
Oh, he has a hat upon his head as well. Nick, take thine hood off. Oh, that explains it. The New England Patriots.
So what's the beef?
Huh. So Nick, do you have? You told us you had something prepared. What do you have for us, Nick?
they lost to the Dolphins in Week 17.
They did lose to my Miami Dolphins. Ryan Fitzpatrick looked more like a Hall of Famer than Tom Brady did in that game. Oh yeah, I'll get into that later.
Then they lost to the Titans in the playoffs.
Remember the Titans? That's right. The mighty Titans taken down. And you know what? Who was the quarterback of the Titans that led them to victory? Why, one Ryan Tannehill, drafted by the Miami Dolphins, groomed for Patriot destruction in South Beach. And who would have ever figured that it was Ryan Tannehill that would put the final nail in the coffin that is the Brady Belichick dynasty? Anything else to say, Nick?
It was I don't know. It started off pretty bad a couple weeks ago when the Sooners lost to the LSU Tigers.
Yeah, the Sooners got smoked. It looked like only one of those teams should have been in the playoffs. College football has a playoff system that only includes 4 teams, Mike. All right? And the Oklahoma Sooners, for the first time, got into said playoff
No, it's not
and
the first time.
proceeded to be smoked.
It's not the first time.
Yeah, I
They've
mean,
been in the playoffs for the past couple of years now.
oh, did they win?
No.
Well, at some point, winning matters, Nick. Maybe they should fire their coach.
I've heard that line before. Doesn't
That's
he say that to
weird.
you all the
It's
time?
strange, bizarre.
Yeah. The
I know this
Sooners
may
lost.
seem like I'm biased. I'm not.
And then the Patriots lost in the
bandwagon.
same next day. Then I had to go, and I didn't watch the first half of the game
So
because
it's your fault.
Which game are you talking about?
The New England Patriots versus the Titans.
The Titans. You didn't watch the first half of that game, but you saw the latter half, right?
Yes.
The laughter half?
Did you happen upon, just asking for posterity, the last play from scrimmage in that game? Did you notice that? Did you see with your eyeballs the gloriousness of that play?
I didn't.
Did you see it, Nick?
I have a different take on it, but yes, I did see that
For
play.
the second week in a row, the heavens shined down upon us and gave us the beautiful sight of seeing one Thomas, insert middle name here, Brady, throwing his second in as many weeks pick six. For those sports fans that don't know what a pick six is, that is where your GOAT quarterback throws the ball to somebody on the other team and they take said ball all the way to their touchdown, giving them 6 points.
No, I do that to you on Madden all the time.
Yes, it happens on Madden to me all the time. That is irrelevant. You're not ruining this moment for me. Anyways, That's what happened second week in a row. And I just can't tell you how happy I am. It's so exciting. They didn't get some miracle fluke, refs help them win play. Tom Brady just couldn't win the game for him because he is an average quarterback at best now. I'm not one to glory in other people's mistakes, and it's not that. It's just you go through so much just garbage, illogical thoughts from Patriots fans, and now I don't have to deal with that until they win the Super Bowl next year, which I'm sure is going to happen. But I don't have to worry about that now.
I'm pretty sure his middle name is Patrick Edward.
Who cares? He has 4 names like an assassin?
Pretty sure. Yeah, so that happened. The Patriots are, for the first time in 10 years, aren't going to be in the AFC Championship game. And the first time in 3 years that they're not going to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's great. They don't deserve to be in the Super Bowl. They didn't play good enough. They didn't deserve to be in the Super Bowl last year. They didn't play good enough then either.
Tell that to the way people won. They won the Super Bowl last year.
They won the Super Bowl because of their defense and because Todd Gurley got arthritis. Give me a break. Tom Brady threw one good pass in the Super Bowl game. And Edelman was making up for him. The passes that Brady was throwing, Edelman was barely catching because he was throwing the ball poorly. So, and this year it just caught up with him. There's so many things I don't have to hear over the next 7 months as we get ready for the next NFL season. I don't have to hear, oh, the Patriots are going to win. Oh, I bet they're going to go undefeated. Oh, I bet this. Oh, Tom Brady's the greatest of all time. They're just going to win as long as you got Tom Brady.
I take it these things you've heard.
Yes, many times. Many times. I'll try to have a logical conversation. Hey, what do you think about the O-line or this or that? Oh, well, they got Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Everything turns into Tom Brady's the GOAT.
You could try what I do.
What?
Live in blissful ignorance.
Oh, I'm happy. Sports, here's the little dirty thing nobody wants to say. Sports doesn't matter. It's a good business, and I'm glad for all the people that are positively affected by how much money those people make and how much good they're able to do with it. I am not anti-sports, but let's be completely honest, sports doesn't matter. So we really don't take it super serious. Some people do, though.
Yeah, both of you.
I don't take it super serious. Even when I get super impassioned about it, it's just a game. It's just a jokey thing.
You literally didn't want to be the Jets on a video game.
Yeah, that's different. The Jets are garbage. That's not even the same. That's illogical. It doesn't even, what are you even talking about that garbage team for? The Jets are garbage.
That's your favorite team, though.
The Jets are not my favorite team. You don't say things like that on this podcast, sir.
Well, football season doesn't matter at this point.
Football season does matter, Nick. We've got some great games ahead of us, Nick. What's our schedule, though? What are we doing? Are we talking about this week's games? Are we going to talk about the things that we loved from the 2019 NFL season?
Well, I will say this.
Dolphins won 3 games.
They won 5 games, sir. And they only needed 9 games to do it. Because that first 7 didn't count.
Does that mean that they had a chance, Richard?
No, they're completely gone. They were eliminated from the playoffs in week 8, I think.
So before the Patriots game.
Oh, completely.
And they still beat the Patriots.
They defeated the Patriots.
They still brought it, as it were.
Demolished them.
They didn't demolish
I got to tell you, looking forward to next year.
Wasn't it like 27?
It's pretty.
They beat him by a touchdown.
I have no idea.
Not even that.
I have no idea what the Dolphins are going to do.
It's worse.
What are you talking about?
They beat them by 3 points.
Who?
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins beat the Patriots by a field goal.
3 points. Yeah, that's worse than winning by a
touchdown. Well,
touchdown.
that's actually a touchdown. We beat them by a touchdown. We wouldn't. If the Dolphins hadn't missed a field goal, it wouldn't even been a thing because they'd have been in the lead. Too much for the Patriots to come back.
Yeah. No, despite the fact that the Patriots did lose,
Do you know how many points the Titans scored to
I
beat
don't.
the Patriots?
I don't care enough to watch.
20.
14.
Which is
Oh no, they did get 20 points because of the pick six at the end of the game. My bad. You're right, Nick. Go on, Nick.
But they didn't get 2-point conversion.
No, they didn't even try. Well, they tried for a 2-pointer.
I will say this: I am very surprised that the wild card teams and the wild card NFC teams beat
The division winners?
Yeah.
Well, you have the Seahawks, who are a legit team, and they have the best quarterback in the NFL. Not saying anything bad about Lamar Jackson, but if I'm starting an NFL team, Russell Wilson's the guy I'm getting.
Why?
Because he's the best quarterback in the NFL. Throws the best deep pass. I know what you're doing. That's the last why you get.
Why?
Dang it.
He got you with another why.
You got me with another why.
Okay.
And not only that, the Vikings have like the most playoff luck of anybody I've ever seen. There's too many Minneapolis miracles. They just have so many miraculous playoff things and never make it to the Super Bowl.
So that's not that miraculous thing.
No, they just beat other teams that they probably shouldn't beat.
Yeah. So they're gonna move on.
So what are next week's games, Nick?
First Saturday game is gonna be Vikings versus 49ers.
The Vikings versus the 49ers. Vikings are going to lose. The 49ers.
You
are
said that
very
about
good.
the Saints too.
I did think the Saints were going to win. I totally did. But
Hey, you want to hear something funny?
what?
The Minneapolis miracle that happened a couple years back on the when he threw to Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
They beat the Saints that game too.
Yeah, I know.
That's funny.
Last year when the Rams got into the Super Bowl, they
And
beat the Saints.
I was really hoping for something funny. That wasn't funny.
It wasn't that funny. It was interesting.
It's a funny little thing.
Yeah,
So you picked the 49ers.
wow, Richard.
Yes, I do think the 49ers will win. Michael, who do you think is going to win?
Who?
Between the 49ers and the Vikings. 49ers are gold, and the
What's the
Vikings are
rating
purple.
on Madden?
49ers are in the 90s, I think.
Then they're gonna win.
All right.
Tie
I
baseball.
don't care.
Why? Because the Patriots.
Who's going to win?
I'm gonna pick the Vikings because I don't want the 49ers to
Because you're
win.
contrarian. Okay, let's go on.
Now it's the Titans versus the Ravens.
Titans versus the Ravens are going to destroy the Titans.
Titans are gonna win.
I think the Titans are gonna win.
'Cause
I don't think the Titans
I like Tennessee.
have a shot to
Not
win.
the football team. I don't care.
The Titans,
The state. I love.
the Titans barely beat the Patriots. Okay, and Derrick Henry basically was all of the offensive production. The Ravens have arguably a better defense. They definitely have a more tested defense than the dumpsters that the Patriots had to play against this year. And the Ravens have a way better offense than the Patriots had this year. It's not even close.
Sounds
Okay.
like a lot better.
I need
It's a lot of better.
I need the Titans to beat the Ravens
Why?
because I
Do
need
you hear
them
that,
to be a
Titans?
legitimate
Nick here
team.
needs you to beat the Ravens. Wait, don't you play
You
with the
would
Ravens
want
on
the
Madden?
Titans to lose because you really want Ryan Tannehill to make it to the AFC Championship game? Do you understand the level of trash talk you will have to endure if Tom Brady is sitting at home while Ryan Tannehill is playing in the AFC Championship game?
Do you understand how much I want Ryan Tannehill to win a Super Bowl that's not with Miami?
I don't care.
I think I would.
It's
I
a
would
lot
laugh.
more. It's
I
a
would.
lot
I would
more.
laugh in that.
I wouldn't be upset if he wins
The
the
guy
Super Bowl. Let him win
that
the
you
Super
traded out of Miami to
One-
Tennessee.
Bowl. One, Ryan Tannehill would not work in the Miami Dolphins system that they're building. Okay. Two, he was never given the opportunity until this year to truly flourish as a quarterback. He was always put in a little box. So whatever. Your argument's ridiculous. What's the next game?
Texans and Chiefs.
Texans
Chiefs.
and Chiefs.
Chiefs win.
That's a tough game.
It's
No.
not a tough game.
Chiefs
The
win.
Texans are Deshaun Watson.
No, Chiefs wins. I like them.
The Texans are exactly. Mahomes has people around him that are stepping up and playing while he's injured.
Yeah, I don't care about
Deshaun Watson, if he's not at 100%, they're going to lose.
I don't know. They got J.J. Watt back,
Big
and he
hairy
played a
deal.
pretty
Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Mahomes builds houses for Veterans.
He calls his fans his Mahomies.
Yeah, we talked about this.
That's great.
I don't know who to root for, so I'm not going to. The Seahawks and
Chiefs.
Packers.
Seahawks.
If you
and
don't
Packers,
stand for
Seahawks.
something, you'll fall for it.
That's right, Nick. Like the Patriots being a legitimate team and they don't deserve to be there because they played a bunch of garbage teams to get there.
They're not the ones who made up the NFL schedule. Talk to the NFLPA about that.
No, I'm just saying
I don't think Richard knows how to get over.
I don't know. I could probably look it up. Overstating their greatness, Nick, is what I was referring to. Anyways, I think Seahawks beat the Packers.
I think the Seahawks beat the Packers too because the Packers
I
have
also
just not
think
been able
that
to win in the playoffs.
Michael thinks that as well.
because they think that.
That's why. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's the games from this week. So what is your favorite? What are some of your favorite things that happened this year in football?
So now what we're going to talk about our favorite 3 things from the 2019 NFL season.
Unless
You just need 3 things sports related that you enjoyed from 2019.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Mike. What's your list? What's your 3 things?
I beat you in Madden
You did. You destroyed me a few times. A couple
with the
times.
pick sixes.
You got a lot
It
of
was
pick
amazing.
sixes.
Also, that onside kick you didn't see coming.
You got an
I
onside.
and I won a guy touchdown.
Yes, in Madden, you got an onside kick on me. Yes, that's true. So is that 2 things, or is that just one thing? Defeating me in Madden is one thing. We'll give you one thing. You need 2 more things.
The no-look throw.
The no-look throw?
Yeah.
from
Mahomes.
Mahomes?
Yep.
It was last year, but
19, yeah.
well, it was
It's
actually
2020.
the year before that, but we'll give it to you. Okay, the no-look, all right. We'll put that under the decade category.
Wasn't there a really cool play last year?
Again, that was the last season, Michael, the Miracle in Miami, the Miami Miracle. Is that what you're talking about?
It was 2018.
It's not what I was talking about.
What are you talking about?
I don't remember.
Let's just pick anything.
Someone got tackled.
You mean when Tom Brady got sacked by Trent Harris 2 weeks ago?
Sure.
All right, we'll go that. I like it. I like it. What are your 3 favorite things from the 2019 NFL/sports?
Well, you heard 2 of Richard's.
No, not yet. What are yours?
Was it the Patriots lost? Oh, it was 2020.
Patriots 2019. Are we talking about just this season? Or just 2019 in general?
2019. I don't care.
Patriots won the Super Bowl.
They
in
did
2019,
technically win the Super Bowl in 2019. You're
which is-
right.
That's an S6 Super Bowl.
They're not
rings.
going to win
No.
the next one.
They
That's
barely
really
won
cool.
the Super
They're not
Bowl.
going to win the one next month.
That's
They're not going to win the
this
one
month
next
actually.
month.
No.
No, it'd be in February, bro.
Yeah, even I know.
Well-
like February 2nd, right? Something like that.
Starting to wonder which brother really doesn't know. You could say.
Patriots won the Super Bowl in 2019. I thought that was awesome.
Such a cheap pick, Nick.
It really is.
Such
I
a
knew he
cheap
was going to
pick.
go there.
The Bruins made into the finals, which I thought was
Who?
cool. They didn't win the championship, but
You don't even watch hockey.
I did
Wait,
watch.
didn't we say?
I watch
I thought
hockey
you were
just
talking
like
about
I watch
football.
basketball. I wait for the
thought
finals.
you were talking about
I wait for the
football.
playoffs.
No, it
We're
was,
talking about other
I
sports?
said NFL and he said general sports. Yeah, we can go other sports.
Oh, got this.
All right. What?
Yeah. The whatchamacallits in Britain, they played a mean game of cricket.
Should have known you were lying. Cricket.
I did lie, Richard. I like that one thing that happened in Marco Polo. It was pretty good.
You know what? I will say this.
So you've got Patriots winning the Super Bowl and the Bruins making the playoffs?
Pretty lame.
Bruins making the finals.
Bruins making the finals.
Oh, I do have one, actually. Didn't Mahomes beat the Patriots with a broken arm or something?
That was this season. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mahomes won.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't
Yeah.
do it with the broken
That's
arm.
what-
though.
I mean, he was half.
He had
wasn't,
like a
he wasn't
fractured
at
wrist or
100%. Yes.
He hurt his arm.
Hurt
Mahomes
his hand.
beat Patriots. That's all you need to remember. Mahomes defeated Patriots.
With an injury.
With an
That's
injury.
With a messed up hand.
I like Mahomes. Also, his commercial's pretty funny.
His commercials are good.
I don't know. Patriots.
Can you not put your hand in front of your face if we're making a video?
Patriots blew out the Dolphins, which I thought was cool at the beginning.
Yeah,
of the
the
season.
Patriots defeated. Half the team was signed like
Didn't
that
you just
day.
say before the Patriots game that there's no way, there's no chance
Yeah.
that they would be beaten at home?
that makes it even worse. Like, the Dolphins were terrible at the beginning of the year,
I think you
and
might
they
have jinxed
progressively got better and better to the point that the Patriots, who defeated them 43-0 in Week 2, were defeated
You know what I think happened here?
by that same Miami Dolphins team.
You know what I think happened here? There's a guy on the Titanic that said God couldn't sink this ship.
Right.
You're that guy.
You're that guy.
You're that guy.
How's that feel?
You made the Patriots lose.
That's what makes you that guy.
You're the greatest Dolphin fan ever.
I don't feel very good about jinxing my team.
So you're literally saying that two of your favorite things that happened this year were the Patriots winning the Super Bowl, which is irrelevant now, to the Patriots defeating one of the worst teams in the NFL.
Water's wet.
That is your favorite thing.
So they won a Super Bowl, which they've done before.
Right.
And they beat the Dolphins, which they always do.
They don't always beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins usually win in Miami. This year they didn't win in Miami. They won in Foxborough. That's right. Greatest sports upset in the last 20 years. That's right. Week 17.
You know what?
Miami.
I'll change it then. We don't really talk about it a lot, but I am a huge pro wrestling fan.
Wrestling's cool. I like wrestling.
Can I leave?
You can leave.
I watched. I mean, it happened in 2019. WrestleMania was. I watched all of it live.
It's like 8 hours. That's
so freaking long, but
lot of
I really
hours.
liked it.
Dedication.
That's right. All right, so Nick, your three things are the Patriots winning the Super Bowl, the half thing of the Bruins making the playoffs or the
Finals.
Bruins making the finals, and watching WrestleMania for 8 hours. That's kind of an accomplishment. I don't know that I could do it. So then also you're throwing in there the Dolphins high school team losing to the Patriots in Week 2 of the NFL. Is that what you're saying? So
yeah, pretty much.
Things? I know I've got to say my three things here, and I hope we still have enough time. I'll try to make it brief. But there is a pet peeve, a thing in sports that I find insanely annoying, and it is the fake Boston sports love. Nick just said it was cool to see the Bruins make the finals. Nick never talks about hockey. Nick doesn't care about hockey. Nick has absolutely zero ties to Boston, Massachusetts, or any area there. And yet, for some reason, because he is a Patriots fan, which doesn't make sense anyways, he has just adopted all of the other Boston sports teams.
Sure. Where's the pro football team in Oklahoma, Richard?
He's a Celtics fan.
I'm a Thunder fan.
You're a Celtics.
But you are also a Celtics
verbatim
fan.
said you're one of your favorite
And he doesn't even like sports.
There wasn't a basketball team in Oklahoma City till 2009.
Nick,
nobody cares about
how
Oklahoma.
old were you in 2009?
I don't know.
Number 13. I know numbers are hard.
I watched sports. I didn't watch sports when I was before I was 13.
Yes, you did.
Nick, we literally have another podcast where you said you were a fan of the Magic because Shaq was there, and Shaq left the Magic 6 months after you were born.
So I got my times wrong, obviously.
But okay, here I've always wondered this about you as well. Why did you choose all? Okay, I get it. Your whole thing, Oklahoma doesn't have a sports team. Nobody cares.
I care.
You've got wide open plains. Nobody cares.
I care.
But why did you choose Massachusetts?
It's not just him.
It's Jimmy too.
It's Jimmy.
Wait, but does Jimmy just like the Patriots?
And it's not just
does he like everything?
It's everything.
Really?
He plays with the Celtics when he plays the basketball game.
I just don't get it. I'm not hating. I'm just curious.
Here's why.
There are a lot of other states that have football teams and other sports teams.
When this
You've never been to Massachusetts.
when this age group was coming of age,
Why not the Saints?
It's
invited
because
Louisiana.
Boston was winning in like everything. They won the World Series. They won the NBA championship.
So you're just a bandwagon
They
that just
won
stuck
the
around.
NFL. They won the Super Bowl, and the Bruins even won the Stanley Cup. I'm just saying, you have all of these Boston teams all at the same time winning, and that's what kids see. Oh, I'll be their team, and then they say they're not bandwagon fans. They have no ties to the area. I have suffered as a Miami sports fan for most of my adult life.
Maybe I'm just smarter and refuse to root for a team that sucks.
No, I don't root for that team because I'm dumb. Also,
they still suck.
How do they suck? If they just defeated
Why does it matter?
Were they even in the playoffs?
Why does it
They're
matter?
rebuilding.
Hold on.
Were they even close to being in the playoffs?
You're asking two different things. They used to suck, but now they're good enough to beat the Patriots.
Wait till next year when they're exactly the same.
Would you say
We'll
that?
see what happens.
Would you say that to Chicago fans that were on a 100-year losing streak and
Cubs?
finally won?
The Cubs?
Yeah, the Cubs, Nick.
Yes, I would ask that.
He's
I would
not
ask
talking
them
about
why
the
they
Bulls.
stuck around.
Nick.
Because they have the White Sox.
That you're making
hold on,
our
hold on,
point
hold on,
for
hold on.
us.
So if the Patriots started losing every game, you wouldn't be a Patriots fan?
No, I'm a Patriots fan for life.
Wait a second.
Oh my God,
But
you made no
You
sense!
just said I'm dumb for not being a Patriots fan, essentially.
You know,
You
the
said-
Dolphins are the only team to still hold that one record.
What's
The
that?
perfect
What's that?
season,
What's that? Also, they did this
When they
NFL. They
didn't-
did an NFL 100 thing.
You mean don't compare the times because there are a lot more rules now than there were back then.
When they didn't play as many games, too?
You mean 2 games, Nick? Two
Yes.
games?
2 games makes a difference.
But
When
quarterbacks-
referees didn't give the quarterbacks what they wanted.
Quarterbacks got their heads taken off back then, Nick.
I don't know a lot
game.
about sports, but I know it was a very different game in '72 than it is now.
I
And
know.
it doesn't matter.
Look
at that, I knew the
If they'd have had 2 more games that season, they'd have won those games too.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
And you don't know
they
that they
had a
wouldn't have.
perfect season.
They went to the Super Bowl, the biggest game, undefeated, and they left the Super Bowl undefeated. Is there another team in NFL history that has ever done that?
You want to talk about something?
No. Answer my question.
Let me answer it. Let me
Answer my
answer it.
question.
I am
No,
going to
that's
answer
a yes
it.
or a no
Okay?
question.
Let me answer it.
Hey, say yes or no.
Let me answer it.
Say yes
I'm
or
Okay.
no.
curious
answer
to
it.
see what he's going to say.
Let me answer it. Because
I don't feel
the
like
Patriots undefeated regular season, they won
didn't
won
win a Super Bowl.
more games than the Dolphins did.
No, they
No,
didn't.
they didn't.
The Dolphins won 14 regular season games
Right?
and then 2 or 3 playoff games.
The Patriots won 16 regular season games
Yeah.
and then won 2 more.
Yeah, it's
That
18.
means they
It
were
doesn't matter.
18-0,
Right.
meaning
No, they were 18-1.
they were 18-1, correct, but they won more games than the Dolphins.
I'm fairly certain 17-0 is more impressive than 18-1. How many losses did the Dolphins have in that second column?
Isn't that 0?
I think it was 0. And is there another NFL team that
Look, I don't care
ever completed a season
for either of these teams,
undefeated?
but you literally just backed yourself in the corner. You just criticized him and other fans of their teams for liking a team that sucks. Patriots weren't always good either.
No. They've only
But
been
you just
good
said
for
that
about
if
20
even
years.
if they were to suck from here on out, you're a Patriots fan for life.
Yeah, but I chose that when I was a kid, and I was smart.
He's
Hey, I know
from
the truth.
Florida.
I'm from Oklahoma.
I was born
Okay.
in Miami.
I was born in Oklahoma City.
Okay, but I don't.
But
you're
I'm
not.
just saying
You
that's
are
why
not
I'm
making
a
any
fan.
sense. He's even.
I was born in Oklahoma City, which means I did not have a team to pick. So I went
But you've
to the
never
team
been to
that I liked.
Massachusetts.
But
and
hold
I
on.
chose the team that I liked.
You chose the team that was winning.
They weren't winning all those games. They didn't win.
When were you born?
1996,
1996. When did the Patriots win their first Super Bowl?
2001,
When did you become a football fan?
2005.
After they won a couple Super Bowls.
They weren't winning. They didn't win till 2014.
That's not accurate.
They did not win a Super Bowl till 2014. After that, they
No.
got to the Super Bowl twice.
Dial it back, Nick. You cannot actually sit
That's
here.
not true.
They
They would have had to win every Super Bowl from there on out.
They won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, and that's when you became a fan.
You just said they have 6 rings, right?
Yes.
Your math is off.
No.
Because if they won that one,
Michael,
and they didn't win again in 2014, they would have had to win 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18.
They won 3 after they won 2001, 2003, 2004.
You just said they didn't win again until 2014.
Wait a second.
No, that's not what I said. You misinterpreted what I said.
No. What he's trying to do is make it sound logical. What year
Your
did you
words that came out of your mouth was they didn't win again until 2014.
No, he said they didn't win until 2014, and then, since I know he's lying, he had to change his tune. So when did they win the Super Bowl, Nick? Give me the years.
2001, 2003, 2004.
Okay, and what was the year you became a sports fan?
Say 2005.
So you're trying to sit here with 2 adult human beings and say that them winning
I have a question.
3 Super Bowls has nothing to do with you being a fan at that time.
I don't know.
You're so full of crap.
That's my team.
No one's knocking you.
No one's
I just want to know why.
You are though. You're like, why are you? You constantly ask this though. Like, you're from Oklahoma.
Because
why are you a fan of Boston?
Hold on. Nobody's ever asked you. You're from Oklahoma. Why are you a fan of Boston? No one cares about Oklahoma.
Oh, that's we love you, Oklahoma.
It's not against you. It's him. Shut up. I'm genuinely curious. I don't have a team. I could care less. No, I could not care less. I was my brother is a Dolphin fan. My father is a ridiculous Dolphin fan.
They're about the equal level at this point.
No, there's no.
I'm logical.
Dad just printed out 50 pages.
Oh, that's for the draft. Totally different thing. Mock draft coming soon.
No, there is no. He's at least reasonable.
Thank you.
Pops is
That's
not
all I
reasonable
ask.
when it comes to greatest players, coaches, and all that stuff. No. Jimmy, Patriots fan.
Bandwagon.
You, Patriots fan.
Bandwagon.
Me,
Stuck around.
I don't care.
Right.
I literally get no pleasure from sports.
Okay.
I like playing them, but as a fan, I don't care. I like seeing people get tackled. That's funny to me. Madden, awesome. I don't care. So when I ask you why, it is a genuine curiosity of why you like all the Massachusetts teams and not any other. Like, why are those your favorite teams?
And
I'm genuinely curious.
Did
you have a relative that lived there?
Nope.
I will tell you this.
Bandwagon.
Basketball
Okay.
had my favorite player,
Okay.
Who?
Paul Pierce.
You have told me.
Paul Pierce.
You have told me
Where does
more than
Paul
once
Pierce play
that
now?
the Celtics were your
He's
favorite
retired
team.
now.
Who did he play for before he retired?
Wizards?
Wait a second. Wait a second. Who did Paul Pierce play for before he retired? Your favorite player.
The Wizards.
Wrong. Pretty sure he was playing for the Nets.
No, he left the Nets to go to.
You don't know. That's my point. He's
Wizards.
not your favorite player.
He went to the
You're
Wizards.
just saying this to justify the fact that you're a band.
No, he went to the Clippers.
Fan.
He went to the Clippers.
Wagon fan.
And then-
Band.
So
Went
why
to the
did you
Wizards.
start liking the Patriots?
Because they.
You
won
don't
3
have
Super
your
Bowls.
argument is Oklahoma doesn't have a team. You say it multiple
Yes,
times.
they do have a professional.
They
I
have-
understand that.
I said that.
I
It's the Thunder,
understand
which is
that.
what I root
Oklahoma
for.
has a
You-
professional football team. They're called the Dallas Cowboys.
That's true.
They're in Dallas. Wait, hold on.
It was-
Okay? Is Dallas in Oklahoma? Last time I checked, there was not a Dallas, Oklahoma.
When's the last time you checked?
When is the last time you checked? Not only that.
I'm going to look it up.
Not only
No.
that, I'll defeat your argument with 2 simple words: Jets and Giants. Your argument.
Here is
I
my
don't call them the New York Jets or Giants. I call them the New Jersey Giants and Jets.
listen. Lost my train of thought.
It's okay. It's a sports podcast.
I don't understand
We like sports.
your mentality on it.
We don't care who knows.
I just don't get it.
We care a little.
What?
You have never been to Massachusetts.
Okay?
Okay.
He wants to go.
You've been to Florida.
Okay.
You've lived in Florida.
Didn't like Florida.
You've lived in Louisiana.
Okay.
Louisiana.
Why don't you like the Saints?
Louisiana
Didn't live in
has
New
both a football team and a basketball team.
And college teams.
Yep.
One of the best college teams.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I have a college team already. It's in Oklahoma. Oklahoma Sooners.
Yeah, but what you're doing is you're taking, like, that's all I'm saying is, like, I think you're a bandwagon fan. You say
I'm
you're
not, though. If I was a bandwagon fan, I would have gotten off a long time ago.
Why? They just won the Super Bowl.
Because they weren't winning. They didn't win the Super Bowl, though.
But they were still really good.
Yeah, but they weren't winning the Super Bowl.
But they were still
I could have
really
liked the
good.
Giants when they won. If I was a bandwagon fan, wouldn't I go to the team that won the championship over
Not
and
if
over
that's
again?
the team that beat your team.
Yeah.
If I was a bandwagon fan, wouldn't I like the Lakers or the
But
Heat
can you admit?
or the Warriors?
Can you
because
admit-
there's no team in sports anywhere that has been as dominant for the last 20 years as the Patriots.
I
Thank
do
you for
not.
admitting that.
I.
Appreciate it.
He admits all that stuff.
It's the truth.
He admits it. He's very factual. I am not a fan of like anything
I know.
because I don't have enough mentality or effort. I just don't want to put the time in to be a fan of something.
He doesn't
in
like
particular.
sports.
Okay.
He doesn't care who knows.
I do.
I think it's hilarious. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But you can't tell me why you like the Patriots.
I've explained it. It's a simple bandwagon radial
I love my wife. I'm a fan of my wife, and I can tell you every reason why.
Well, that's a different thing. I mean,
It's not a different thing.
It's a different
Different
thing.
apples
Fandom
and
is
carburetors.
different, okay?
Okay, fine. I love cars.
Right.
I love a lot of cars. I can point out to you what car is what pretty much from the taillights or something about that car.
Yeah.
I can tell you why I like each car that I like.
Yes.
I am a fan of automobiles.
Right.
And I can tell you why.
Right.
But you can't tell me why you're a fan of the
I
Patriots.
can tell you why I'm a fan of the Patriots.
because they were winning.
I like the Patriots players that were playing during the time.
Okay, Nick.
But the players change.
Hold on. What
Okay,
players?
so it switches over. I also like I like the coach, and I like Tom Brady.
Okay.
That they've been there for 20 years.
Yeah.
But you are barely 20.
23.
I know, Nick. But you haven't been a fan for 20 years.
I've been a fan since 2005. Guess what? They were there, and they've been there since then. They've been there since 2000.
Nick, you're the one that's getting all upset about this.
Because I don't like the fact that you think I'm some bandwagon
Okay,
leave when
but
they're
can
not
you
a
admit
fan.
there's
But
two
can you
different-
admit that when you started liking the Patriots and everything, it was a bandwagoner thing?
That's the
I
thing.
don't even know
Because
what that means.
okay,
I was just picking a team.
a bandwagon fan.
Why?
Is somebody
Who just picks a team?
the team is winning?
A lot
so
of people
now
just
I'm a
pick
fan
a
of them.
team.
Why? There has to be a reason.
Like when the Warriors were just
You
crushing
can't tell me
everybody.
Maybe
why.
I really like
You
the
can't
color scheme of
tell
their
me-
uniform.
Yeah, well, I think I like that color scheme a little more than you.
I'm not saying you
It's
don't.
red, white, and blue. America.
I'm not saying you don't.
All right,
I'm a Patriot.
So let's
You're not a fan of me.
bring it in. Let's
I never
bring
said
it
I wasn't a
in.
fan of you.
Let's get.
You know what? I am a fan of you, Michael.
Let's
No,
bring
I'm
it
saying,
in.
I'm
Let's move
genuinely
on.
curious as to why you're a fan of
We've beat
all the
this dead
Massachusetts
horse.
teams.
We've
It's
beat
a
this.
genuine curiosity.
We've beaten
A
this
lot of
dead
it's
horse.
because I like the players. Boston Red Sox,
The players
David
traded,
Ortiz, Josh Beckett, when I started watching them, I really liked them.
but they left.
Nick.
Yeah, but they're still there. I still like the team, though. The players get me into the team.
Let's move
Can
on.
I finish my point?
It's not It's not a true point, but go ahead.
It is. It is. Just because you don't like the point doesn't make it not true.
It's just not true. Go ahead. Say your not true point.
David Ortiz, Josh Beckett. I like those players. And when I like those players,
I don't know
just
who they
because
are.
they leave, it just sticks with me.
So what players do you like in baseball now?
So you
Dustin
didn't
Pedroia, you got Xander Bogaerts.
Okay, but you have to see that the thing I'm saying. It's every. What are the odds that it's every Boston team? Like,
Okay, here's what's happening. This is called the Patriots radial effect. Okay? So like when a bomb goes off, when there is an explosion, there's an area of which the damage takes place. So just like that, if somebody is a Patriots fan, whatever teams are in a certain number of miles from that team, regardless of sport, they will be adopted into that person's fandom. Okay, so that's what we're seeing, and you're not even aware this is happening. This is a subconscious malfunction.
It's the same thing with Miami fans.
Okay, but I have lineage. My father grew up in Miami. He's a diehard Miami fan. I was born in Miami. I lived in Miami. I was a fan of the Dolphins when they were good, and now I have lived through them being terrible. So, I mean, that's why I'm a Dolphins fan. It's like, there's not a real, like, rhymery. It's not like I sat down and said...
You can't really say that about him, because Florida has multiple teams.
What's the difference between me, then? If I picked a team,
No,
wouldn't I like
I'm
the other
just saying,
teams?
I'm just saying you're a bandwagon fan, so you like the Patriots, and there is the Patriots radial effect. So since you like the Patriots, you are adopting other sports teams from other sports into your fandom because you like the Patriots. So your true fandom is for the Patriots, which you jumped on the bandwagon for because they won 3 Super Bowls. And you're not alone in this. Most Patriots fans fit into this mold. Okay, Nick, you're not alone here. This is a sickness that is pervasive throughout the country.
I wasn't a fan of sports when they sucked.
Silent you.
I wasn't a fan of sports when they sucked.
So anyways.
How's that fair?
So what I'm saying is, and I'm not saying that you did any of this of your own volition or will, Nick. This is the culture you were born into, you grew up in.
You didn't choose this life.
So the radial effect, your fandom of the Patriots has, much like a black hole, sucked these other teams into it, and that's why you're a fan of these other teams. So it's like you being a fan of the Celtics is a symptom of the true sickness of you being a fan of the Patriots. It's okay to say, you know what, Richard? Sometimes you're so logical, it makes me sick, but I've got to admit you're right.
Sometimes, Richard, you're full of crap and you should know it.
You could should know it.
I could should know it.
You could know it.
Anyways, so I guess I sacrificed my 3 things I loved about this year to talk about Nick's.
What 3 things?
I think we stumbled upon something: the Patriots radial effect. Okay, that's what it is, and we'll do a short video explaining this and how ridiculous it is, and all non-Patriots fans will understand what I'm saying. Okay, I'll just shoot that video myself later if you want. No big deal there. So I'll just give you 3 short things. Yeah. The Dolphins hiring Brian Flores, like that a lot. I think he proved that he a great head coach. Love B-Flow, doing a great job. The Patriots losing to the Dolphins in the last. Brian Flores, that's what they call him. He came with his own nickname. We didn't have to give him one. So the Dolphins beating the Patriots in the last week of the season, capping off a year where there were so many questions, and then building a foundation to where we can say, come and play in Miami because this is a culture that is built to win. By the way, did you know we defeated the Patriots in their home? It's good. That was the other thing. They defeated the Patriots in Foxborough. So good. And my third thing, I'm not going to lie, and I know this is dark and it's not nice and it's wrong. Forgive me. Tom Brady throwing a pick 6 at the end of that Titans game when they basically already lost the game. Oh gosh. Years and years of hearing Patriots fans run their mouth. It's like the whole stadium just went. It was great. It was great. So that's it. Those are my 3 things. Quick and easy, short and simple.
This is Millerhood Sports. This is Mike. This is Rich. I'm Nick. Come like, share, subscribe this video. Also, you can review our podcast on wherever you listen to podcasts.
Please help.
And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel now.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Hit that bell, too.
Hit the bell.
Bye, guys.